Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here and this is the first video you are seeing of mine, my name is Luke and I'm a 15-year-old student pilot. This channel is all about me documenting my journey as a pilot and sharing my aviation experiences with you. If that sounds interesting, make sure to click that subscribe button and drop a like on this video so I know you enjoyed. Today, we're going to be talking about what is inside of my flight bag and what I need to take on every flight. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned.
It's killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to the gas because we don't know how.
Jumping on right into the video. The bag that I use for all of my flight equipment is just the Sporty's flight gear bag. I'm not sure on the specific model that this is, but if you just go to Sporty's and go under their flight bags, you should be able to find this. It is a great bag. It's got lots of compartments for all of my stuff, way more room than I really need. You could fit everything that you need in this. Next up of what is in my flight bag is one of the most important things a pilot can have, and that is his headset. This is my set of David Clark's. This is the headset of my choice. It's a great headset. It's not noise canceling and it doesn't have Bluetooth and it's not fancy like that, but it gets the job done. It's comfortable and it's a quality headset for only having flown 40 hours. Every pilot knows how crucial protecting your eyes from the sun is and how important good eyewear is in the cockpit. I choose Shady Rays. They're a great company and they make affordable glasses that I think look really cool and I enjoy wearing. This pair right here is a polarized pair, and I know polarized glasses are frowned upon in the cockpit, but the plane I fly isn't a glass panel, and the only glass in the cockpit is the Garmin 430, and I've run into no problems. This other pair here, the Shady Rays Aviators, they are non-polarized, and I go back and forth whichever I feel like wearing, but if I ever go into a glass cockpit, I'll wear a non-polarized pair, just so I don't have to deal with any of the not being able to see this LCD screen and that sort of thing. That's a whole nother topic for another video. But moving on, the next thing you see here are certified foggles. And these foggles are basically a hood for pilots that aren't familiar with the name foggles. Kyle McClung, he runs Certified Foggles, which is an awesome company that creates these foggles. You could get them customized to whatever you want. They're perfect for private pilots that are in training to get their instrument rating, or student pilots who are trying to get that simulated instrument time to get their private license. I'll put a link to them in the description, and if you're interested, be sure to go check them out. The next thing that is in my flight bag is arguably the most important thing that I carry with me, and that is my iPad. I have the 2020 iPad 8th generation Wi-Fi only because I'm planning on getting one of the 4Flight Centuries. I run 4Flight on my iPad and it's amazing. I'm able to access all the information that I want at my fingertips. I don't have to carry around paper charts and that sort of thing. Although I do have a paper sectional map that I will pull out right now because you always need a backup just in case this thing breaks. You never know, and you still need a sectional chart. I run with the Apple Pencil, and I highly recommend the Apple Pencil for use with the iPad. It is amazing. It's just like writing on paper, and it's great on 4Flight scratch pad. I'm sure Garmin Pilot has a similar feature, but I'm just familiar with 4Flight, and it works great. Since we're kind of talking about electronics, the next thing I carry in my flight bag is always a portable charger. You never know when you're going to get stranded. Maybe you crash, you never know when your phone or iPad is going to die, so you need to have a portable charger with you at all times, just in case something like that happens. Next, I also have my GoPro equipment. So I currently only have one GoPro that I work on getting multiple angles for you guys, but I'm in the process of getting more cameras to produce the highest quality videos I can for all of you. The next couple things that I have in my bag is the Sporty's E6B. I have both the electronic and the manual version. I think it's important to carry both in your flight bag just in case you're walking along the ramp and you drop this one and it cracks and now you can't use this. Well, no problem because I have the manual one that works just, if not better, than the electric one. The next thing I have in my bag is my logbook, pretty self-explanatory. It's where I log my flight time in. And finally, I have these stickers, and these are like little post-it notes that you can get and your instructor can peel one off and put it on an instrument to cover it up. So if you're practicing, a failure of a vacuum system, something like that, that's what those are good for. The final item that I carry in my flight bag are these textbooks. And I don't carry all these in my flight bag, but I just thought it was important to share with you, and especially for student pilots who have yet to start training, so just aspiring pilots who want to go fly, but you're unable to. The biggest thing you could do to get a head start is to start reading this stuff. All of this information right here is totally free to you online, and it is valuable information that'll give you a big head start if you know all this before you even get in a cockpit. So the first book is just Private Pilot Oral Exam Guide. This is just good, obviously preparing for your oral. The next book is the Up-to-Date FAR Aim, and I have just sticky notes in there of various spots that are important to know. The next is Airplane Flying Handbook, kind of describes the instruments, aerodynamics, kind of something that you would get in a ground school. This is kind of something that you could follow along in. Next, Aviation Weather, again, self-explanatory, aviation weather, meteorology, that sort of thing. And finally, Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge. This is basically the holy grail of flying. Everything, the basics of flying is in this book, and like I said, there's a ton of information for you to absorb in these books. And if you can't fly, but you still are interested in getting into aviation, the biggest piece of advice I can give to you is to read this kind of stuff and watch YouTube videos like you're doing right now. Gain as much knowledge as you can. Before you get in the cockpit, your instructor will be impressed. If you enjoyed this video and you want to support me and my channel, click that subscribe button and hit the like button so I know you enjoyed this video. I want to hear from you guys. What is something that you take on every flight in your flight bag that is essential for you? Let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, keep the blue side up, and we'll see you in the next video.
Flying, I've been flying. I've been in the sky, touching clouds, ain't denying. Smiling, 100 knots on the dash, set my pitch, swap my trim, I keep on climbing. Straight to the top, I've been on my way. This ain't nothing new, I do it every